Imagine this. We've spent decades looking out into space, scanning billions of stars, hunting for planets that might look like Earth. But what if we've been overlooking something far closer, something not out there, but right beneath us? Because the ocean, the mysterious blue blanket covering over 70% of our planet, might be hiding a world that behaves like a second Earth. And the deeper we look, the stranger it gets. Our oceans are so vast and unexplored that scientists admit we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own seafloor. In fact, over 80% of the ocean remains completely unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. That's like leaving an entire planet undiscovered right under our noses. If you think about it, Earth is really two worlds stacked together, the one we live on and the one buried deep under the waves. And in many ways, that hidden world mirrors the conditions we search for in distant solar systems. Take hydrothermal vents, for example. These are underwater geysers where superheated water gushes out of the seafloor. They create entire ecosystems that thrive without sunlight, life powered not by photosynthesis, but by chemistry. When NASA scientists talk about the possibility of alien life on icy moons like Europa or Enceladus, they're imagining environments almost identical to these deep-sea vents on Earth. So the ocean doesn't just hide a second Earth. It hides the closest model we have for alien worlds. And then there's the water itself. Beneath the crust of the ocean floor, researchers have discovered enormous reservoirs of water trapped in rocks, so massive that some scientists estimate there may be more water beneath the Earth's crust than in all the oceans combined. Think about that. An ocean beneath the ocean. A planet within a planet. It's almost like Earth is nesting multiple versions of itself, each with its own secrets. What makes this even wilder is the diversity of life we keep finding down there. In 1977, when hydrothermal vents were first discovered, biologists were stunned to see giant tube worms, clams, and bizarre creatures no one had ever imagined. Since then, thousands of new species have been discovered in the deep ocean, and scientists believe we've barely scratched the surface. Some estimates suggest that there could be millions of undiscovered species living in the depths, making it a true alien biosphere. Except it's right here on Earth. Now here's something that'll really make you pause. Some researchers think the deep ocean could be the origin point of life itself. The idea is that the first self-replicating molecules formed in the unique chemical cauldrons of hydrothermal vents billions of years ago. If that's true, then Earth's second world isn't just a hidden twin. It might be the birthplace of everything we are. And by the way, if you're enjoying this dive into Earth's hidden world, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and I promise we've got even more mind-bending science topics coming up that you won't want to miss. All right, let's go even deeper. Beyond the biology and the chemistry, the ocean itself controls our climate in ways most people don't realize. It absorbs heat, regulates weather patterns, and acts like Earth's life support system. In that sense, the ocean already is our second Earth, quietly maintaining the balance that makes the surface world livable. Without it, Earth as we know it wouldn't exist. But here's the haunting part. This second Earth remains largely hidden, and in many ways, alien. The pressure at the deepest point, the Mariana Trench, is over 1,000 times what we experience at the surface. If Mount Everest were dropped into the trench, its peak would still be more than a mile underwater. Down there, conditions are so extreme that robotic submarines have failed, and yet life still exists. Life adapted to pressures and darkness that would crush or blind anything from our world. That's not just survival. That's thriving in an environment as hostile as another planet. And the mystery only deepens. Recently, scientists recorded sounds in the Mariana Trench. Unexplained noises, some mechanical, some organic, that we still can't fully identify. It's a reminder that this second Earth has its own history, its own rules, and maybe even its own forms of intelligence waiting to be discovered. So when we talk about exploring space, maybe we should first explore the space beneath our feet, or more accurately, beneath our waves. Because the ocean isn't just a giant body of water, it's another Earth. An Earth within Earth, filled with alien landscapes, strange life forms, and possibly even the origins of life itself. And here's the big question. If our own planet can hold two completely different worlds side by side, how many more hidden Earths might be waiting out there in the universe? Maybe finding another planet like ours won't mean looking light years away. Maybe, in a sense, we've already found it. We just haven't finished exploring it yet. So next time you stare out at the horizon and see the ocean stretching endlessly, remember, you're not just looking at water, you're looking at the surface of an entire hidden world.